So last night, the game crashed like right at the end. Like I had just finished a battle. Uh, just very abruptly. And so we're picking up from there. I went back and finished that battle and saved when I returned here. So didn't miss anything or cut anything out.
Buonazua.
Could we change the name of the group to the Midnight Moons? I'm not a fan of the sun.
Feeling good today, girl?
Were you standing right there before, Eddie? Did that. And I'll wait to get that chest.
Set is in good humor today. Autumn does not answer.
May Richards, interrogation record. The witch May Richards provided little information despite prolonged interrogation. Using all available means, her crimes were confirmed by eyewitness testimony rather than confession.
Autumn, show me the way.
Easy to follow recipes written in perfect copper plate. Interrogation record and Stevens. Bound to the rack beyond the point of normal human tolerance, assuredly an unrepentant witch. January 2nd, 1692. It is a brand new year, and yet I do not feel hopeful. I am drowning in my melancholy. The poor woman that had sent for our help. I'm so afraid that we will not be able to deliver them from their torment. This man, Hiram Shah, is truly a vessel of evil. Whether he was before he found that cursed scroll, I cannot say, but now there is no hope for his soul. I wish that we could undo the lives taken. July 13th, 1712. Agatha explained to us a ritual in her coven for witches that come of age and master their powers. It wasn't a ritual we were able to emulate in full, but we tried, and it made me feel very proud of how far I had come. Even Sarah seemed to let her guard down for a short time and enjoy herself. It almost felt like a party, a very small, very intimate, quiet party, but a party. Tonight, under the full moon, and with what remains of my family, I became the hunter. Now my destiny calls me to fight.
Curious.
A dark ritual site used to channel dark and corruptive magics. The Fool. Deadpool leaps from a building's edge before the night sky, grinning with pride. This card represents individuality and adventure, but can also mean irresponsibility and naivety. Sarah Howell. Interrogation record. Drowning was not enough. The Inquisition felt they needed a device to carry out their work in a more efficient manner. The mechanism was tested in great length upon this suspect.
The Father of Serpents is smiling.
Elizabeth Smith. Interrogation record. Such humiliation. Being led into the town square and put on display like an animal. Still, she revealed nothing of the Coven's efforts.
The son of Gaia approves. Set revels in his blessing. He sees our path.
Get to that chest that appeared in a minute, or open it in a minute, which I think is on the other side. Let me just mark it on the map so I'll remember it. There is supposed to be a chest here.
Autumn thinks otherwise. What other stuff am I missing?
Journal of Hiram Shah, April 16th, 1689. I will admit that I was fearful when the idea first came to me, but with Clifon's gentle push, I knew that it was the right thing to do. So I have designated a hanging tree for those that seek to oppose us. There is only room in Salem for those seeking the truth, those who are good, and those who will listen carefully to what I share. We cannot tolerate those afflicted with darkness, and they must be purged. I know about inside of the greenhouse, but I have a feeling I'm missing other stuff that is on the grounds, particularly other journal pages.
Autumn reveals all.
There's nothing over here, I don't think. No.
Autumn be praised.
June 26, 1710. Sometimes I wake, still caught up in my dreams. I am running but seemingly going nowhere. The dream seems to go on and on. It is dark and freezing, and I am trying to hide and make myself as small as possible as to not be seen or heard. Sometimes there are strange voices screaming from far away, and I am on my feet again, running. I am never fast enough. It feels like these dreams are distant memories, or maybe something yet to come. But when I shake away the sleep, I am safe and warm. Agatha and Sarah are here. Everything feels okay. So I'm missing several pages of Lilith's journal and like 2 pages of Wanda's journal. And I don't remember whether Wanda's pages are where Lilith's remaining pages are.
Autumn be praised.
Tarot card. I took that in an earlier stream. I'm going to have to think on where those other pages are. Okay, let's turn in and start the next day. And I will think on where the other stuff is at.
Hunter.
Well met.
Good day, Hunter. Hello.
Hey.
Let's talk, Hunter. You ever notice how pop culture never gets witches right?
I do not know if you noticed, but I am not exactly an expert on pop culture, Wanda.
I know I have. There are old, outdated tropes of witches flying around on broomsticks, turning children into mice with potion-laced chocolate, using glamours to change the color of our hair. Real witches don't just wiggle their nose and get the dishes to do themselves. Real magic comes with a price, and real witches end up paying it. It's not all magic wands and midnight margaritas.
Have you ever considered teaching these filmmakers a lesson?
What, like casting a spell on them?
Well, I was thinking more of a hex.
I'm pretty sure that's a waste of my energy.
Are there any depictions of witches you do like?
Just the ones that have cats as familiars. Reminds me of Agatha and Ebony.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Hey, hey, Hunter.
I am missing a character, as I have not seen him. Where
Hunter,
is-
hello.
I did not see you out there. I think I have one thing that he likes. Yeah. Where to go? What do you like to do, Mr. Captain America? Paint, I believe. That would be the good one for me.
It's good to have you around, Hunter. You don't treat me like some of the others.
How so?
America didn't exist in your time. With you, I get to be Steve from Brooklyn. Just a guy with a shield.
We are all in this fight together. Why would we not treat each other as equals?
And I appreciate it. I hope you know that. You have your own legend to deal with. That expectation must give you some trouble.
It can be hard to live up to what everyone thinks I am.
Then don't. Live up to your ideals. Everything else will fall into place. Like it or not, your words and actions carry a lot of weight. Don't lose sight of that.
Thanks. I will keep that in mind.
Sorry. Didn't mean to lecture. Let's get back to it. That was a great time.
Hunter. You free? Let's chat. Meet me outside.
I have to say, Hunter, you do not disappoint.
All I did was show up.
Nah, you done more than show up. You showed me the way.
I did not realize we were going somewhere.
Oh, we are. I'm pretty sure it's straight to hell, but if that's where we're headed, couldn't think of better company. I'll be honest, when Nico first busted you out of that coffin, I was sure there would be a time where I might have to hunt the Hunter. But now I'm damn sure that time will never come.
I never thought it would.
That's because you know who you are.
And who am I?
Well, other than being my friend, you're one hell of a force to be reckoned with. Just wanted to let you know, I'll always have your back, Hunter, no matter what. Now, let's go kick some Lilith ass.
After you, Blade.
Pay attention to me. You know what's romantic? Staring off into the distance. Let's meet at the cliffs, baby.
What are you doing out here?
You call that a pickup line, Hunter? You're supposed to ask, come here often, and set me up with a real zinger.
Uh-huh.
Well, since that's ruined, I guess we can cut straight to the chase. I wanted to apologize.
Oh no. What did you do?
I think the question should be, what didn't I do? That's for you to find out later. No, Deadpool, you said you were going to be honest.
Ah, you are trying to leave the joking behind.
Joking will always be a part of me. It's in way too deep. Like, guts deep. I don't know if I can ever not be a wisecracking, dramatic, incredibly hot dude who pushes people away, but you've always listened to me, and it makes me want to... try.
I'm sure that took a lot of strength to realize.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna happen overnight.
It does not need to.
But change is hard, and I'm lazy.
Not everything in life is easy.
Well, it should be. I deserve to be a pile of meat and bones who does nothing and gets everything.
Think of it like a fun challenge.
Oh, yeah? Convince me.
Not knowing what the journey will hold is half the fun.
No fair. That answer is such a cop-out.
Are you not curious to see what a new version of Deadpool could be like?
Maybe a little. Do you think he's funnier and cuter than me?
There is only one way to find out.
Through time travel. Or self-improvement. You really think I can change? I've been retconned before. Let's do it again.
Change is possible for all of us. You must invest in yourself to make it happen.
I'm no businessman. I don't even understand stonks.
It is okay. It is a process.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sticking around. I haven't made it easy.
No, but you have made it fun.
Right? So, is this where we hold hands and ride off into the sunset? Huh. Telling you my deepest, darkest secrets made me feel a lot lighter. I wonder if this means I can fly now.
cruise ship captain declares lockdown right after leaving its New York terminal. Our sources say the distress signal mentioned multiple casualties on board with bites from supposedly razor-sharp teeth. Is the ship captains working with the vampires? It's bad, but they are contained until reinforcement arrives. Or until, if you can't beat them, join them. I don't want to get caught in a line of fire when you're the safety officer. Okay, let's save, do a general mission, finish Cap and Wanda's friendship stuff the next day. God. I hope you're not preparing to crash again. Please don't. Ooh. Let's get rid of that. Before we do that, I want to quickly check out the shrine, just in case. Nope.
Hey.
There is no intel offered that I can see.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
We'll figure it out. The strength of chaos energy.
Prepare yourself!
Reality is only an illusion.
Interesting tactic.
Oh, I did not see you.
You left me.
I'll risk that.
I won't forget that. I can feel her corruption spreading. By the will of the old gods. I fully intend to make this as miserable as possible for you, fair?
Your actions. Ooh, you should probably see a doctor.
You were too weak for this fight. Find a new line of work, friend.
We have the upper hand for now. Together with me!
They'll remember that one.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
March 13th, 2020. When I first came here to work with Agatha, I used to sit in the shadows of the standing stones and meditate. There was a peacefulness here. Maybe it helped me feel a connection to Transia somehow. I don't know. Agatha tells me that this was a place where the blood would reach out to the elder gods themselves for guidance. Maybe they can guide me too. Okay. So I know where the last page is of Wanda's journal. So I need to find the others of Lilith's, but I don't remember if they're at the same location that Wanda's pages are. Am I going the right way?
Lilith's hiding place is just beyond that wall.
The Father of Serpents is smiling.
July 9th, 1610. My sister tells me that it can be helpful to ink one's thoughts onto the page, that this is how she sorts through the chaos in her own mind, and that it may help me as well. But what do I say here? Is this the appropriate space to direct my yearnings for a normal life? Every time that I pass through East Transia to visit the markets, I envy the men and women living in complete ignorance of the supernatural swirling around them. Their greatest threat is whether or not they can supply and sell enough goods. I spend my days and nights plagued with nightmares of the darkest evil. June 28, 1689. I suspect too much time wondering about mortal life. At least that is what Sarah tells me. What is it like to fall in love, grow a family, and enjoy carefree afternoons in the country, watching the children bound through the fields? Simpler, that I know for certain. Sarah and I spend our days and nights doing our sacred duties as blood descendants, and she tells me that I should be proud of our work to keep the people of this world safe, to enjoy their simpler lives. But what if I want to live a simple life? What if I could? What if could I? November 24th, 1689. Sarah and I have done something truly amazing. We have moved the Abbey from Transia to a town called Salem in North America. To move something of that size and history across seas, I honestly wasn't sure it was even possible. And yet, here we are, no longer hiding in the shadow of Wundagore Mountain. I'm optimistic. I know that we still have work to do here, but I can't help my curiosity. It is so completely different here. Many new people to meet and learn from. My sister tells me that my spirit is too free, but I simply don't think that is possible. October 13th, 1691. Shaw has increased his efforts of late, and his cruelty makes my heart ache. To hang or burn another human being, perhaps this is what Sarah wanted to shield me from all those years ago. Where I saw mortal joy, she only could see the darkness. I am grateful for the men and women of this town that reject Shaw's cruelty, and I do think that I have found some friends. July 13th, 1689. What a remarkable day. We have received correspondence from America, specifically a small town called Salem. While it is a tragedy what these witches are enduring, a madman who calls himself Hiram Shaw appears to be causing quite a stir among the magically gifted. Sarah has a great plan to help them. We have sent the Knights of Wundagore to provide them a moon seal. If only I could have gone myself, if only just to experience something new.
Set is in good humor today.
Let me take a picture of that. I'll need that for later. That away from it.
Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Ashtar?
I always respected Ashtar, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Cthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden. This was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand, given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child, straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him, reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Chthon for me.
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster.
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey, from you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
I need time to think about all of this.
I know it's a lot to consider. I don't expect you to take everything I've said at face value.
Thank you for finally sharing the truth, Sarah.
Thank you for listening, kiddo. Good day, Hunter. You're welcome to spend as much time here as you like, Hunter. I haven't been down here in ages. Maybe you'll find something among your mother's things.
Autumn thinks otherwise.
Okay, so there's a glitch with these two chests. So I'm not opening them until I've finished everything else.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
At the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you?
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.
Yeah, could you direct me to Wanda's last journal page? I do not remember where's that. Okay, so before I go on a chest opening spree, let's move to the next day and finish the challenge missions. Maybe I can remember where that last page is at. That would just be one. Agatha and Caretaker at the shrine.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
I need Wanda's invitation too, so let's see here.
Later.
There you go. Hello, Hunter. I can't believe I'm saying this, but would you please meet me in the library?
Wanda? Am I seeing things, or is that you in the library with your nose buried in a grimoire?
No, it's me, all right. Wanda, in the library, with a book of spells in her hand.
If Agatha were here, she would be undoubtedly proud.
I finally believe that. And I know what happened wasn't my fault.
So, I take it you no longer fear powers or your ability to control them.
The curse of self-doubt has definitely been lifted. I feel like I can trust myself again, and you played a major role in getting me there.
You were the one who did the hard work of overcoming your fears and facing yourself.
Maybe, but I couldn't have done it if you hadn't, I don't know, saved my life, mentored me, showed me I had it in me to master my abilities.
I am just glad I could be here to support you.
And I'm here to support you too, you know. Till the end.
We still have a lot of work to do.
A world to save. And for the first time in a long time, I truly and honestly feel like I can help save it, without accidentally destroying it in the process. It's empowering.
I am glad you are better, Wanda.
And it's all thanks to you.
Your gift was very thoughtful, Hunter. Thank you. Care to join me at the Wild Cliffs? You have come a long way, and you deserve recognition.
One can get lost in thought staring at such a force of nature. Storms come and go, ships wrecked, and men lost. But the ocean persists.
Something on your mind, Captain?
What do you make of our chances to get out of this mess in one piece?
Are you worried, Captain?
I want to say, not in the slightest, but there's no point in lying to you, Hunter. I can say that I'm not as worried as I used to be, seeing how far you've come. I want you to know I'm proud of you, Hunter. You've become a leader I would gladly follow into the heat of battle, no matter how high the flames.
I will do my best to match your high and possibly unrealistic level of confidence.
I already know you will. You've got to appreciate the irony. The kid of the Mother of Demons is the one that will lead us to victory.
I'm going to save. thinking it's taken a long time. I'm hoping you don't want to crash. Okay. Alright, which one should I do first? I hope I remember how to do this. one of these challenges is actually glitched, and I can't remember whether it's Venoms or the Hulks. I think it's Venom. Oh god, let's see if I can remember this. Nope. I might have to look this up. so I had to look that one up. Do blade next. If I'm remembering correctly, this one's a little bit easier. Silly me, I didn't even push the button. God, I don't even remember which one. I guess it didn't really matter anyway. I have to move both of them closer to me. Doesn't matter either. I just need one of those cards.
Ready for more?
Okay, so I will
We've got
mod,
plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
I will mod these later. But let's just upgrade.
We need any advantage we can get.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
I think we've got something for everyone.
No, you shouldn't have.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
And we didn't think we could get any stronger.
Ready to work?
Yeah, okay.
Do your thing.
Okay, let's go collect chests. Okay, I think I've exhausted everything for right now, as it's stopped giving out cosmetics. Save the other for a little bit later.
Don't!
Oh, time flies when you're having fun. Right, champ?
Nico and I shared a bonding moment over my punk phase. It was endearing.
What is it like to have a tan? Does it hurt?
God, I hate that costume. Everything's kind of muddy, so you can't really see what they look like. Maybe I should just go back to the title string for a minute. I think I might do that. still muddy. But they look better in battle than they usually do in the mini pages anyway. God, that is just ugly looking. Why is this game so broken? Okay. Open call for Peter's stories from back home. When I first met Peter, he was more of a spider, less of a man. Don't remind me, I ruined so many shirts. The Sixth Arm Saga, a classic. Never go full Spidey. Oh buddy, Venom brought me up to speed. Rough. Are there any pictures? You do all this cool stuff, but you go full arachnoid. One time. I am not going to bother with that tonight. There.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Let's do, would this be the second story? Or the third story in Venom? With the vampires? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it is. Let me run back out here real quick.
Think Doctor Strange.
We will not feast on your bones out of courtesy.
I don't want to change that. So...
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
All right then.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church.
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes?
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ileana, could you...
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
We are going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. It's where I shed the suit when I learned of its destructive tendencies.
If the suit is dangerous, what makes it safe for Eddie?
Eddie and the symbiote are like broken pottery. They both have sharp edges, but they fit snugly together to create a better whole.
Peter, that is beautiful.
Let's hope Eddie sees it that way. If he loses control again, Venom might turn my face into... something not so pretty.
Do not say that around Spider-Man. You just set him up for one of his patented zingers.
Now you know how worried I am. Come on, let's go.
This is a tough battle if I'm remembering correctly, because we have a major boss.
What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain of hurt. In the name of some freaky demon lady.
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like...
Vampires.
You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See? You both had the right instincts.
We are bound to this place.
I never realized you're that sentimental.
Enough shallow attempts at bonding. We have work to do.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
All right, I'm focusing.
I feel stronger already. You have earned it. You were too weak for this fight. You had your chance to escape. Your mother abandons you.
Late to run now.
I saw an acrobat once as a child, but he was not nearly on your level.
That really looked like it hurt.
I better keep that just in case, so get it.
there be new breed vampires here of all places?
Too big. Mephisto toys with us.
We constantly attract the wrong kind of attention.
That's the life of a superhero.
I think they're all regular. Come on.
It is our turn.
Ooh, I like it!
Now that was something.
Coming at you!
Don't want to use that. Could let Spider-Man get hit again. I think just take these two out. Or do it the smart way.
At least you get to take a nap.
Walk in the light.
That.
Thanks. Looks like it's up to me. Right, feeling it. Time for some
Try that more often.
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look, hemolisks.
We are looking. Them could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation.
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The father of death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costume. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab.
Before I start, I just want to say I hate Marvel's updated modern Dracula look. It's really stereotypical to me.
For a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
I still can't believe we're talking to Dracula!
You didn't find me on your own. Who may I thank for this unwelcome intrusion? Mephisto! He is a special sort of coward, never meeting his adversaries face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can soil yours instead?
Hey, Mephisto or not, we can't let you turn New York into Transylvania.
Then to the devil's implements I say, do your worst.
I'm on it.
Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice. You're in trouble now.
You've been on the wrong side of that move before.
Here we go again. Try this on the side.
So... food! You should not have come here.
Why do you have to be a bad guy? I have so many questions. Do you know Frankenstein? This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? Curiosity flays the cat? We told you that wasn't us!
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Should I attack Dracula or damage the heal? I'm gonna risk it.
Oh, this should be good.
Could have tried harder.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Who they gonna look at me?
Are you prepared? You forced my hand. Why are you really here? What could Mephisto hold over your heads?
Lilith's corruption.
The mother of demons has her claws in you as well? Now I understand your desperation. Then you know what we must do.
Your time has come.
Is that really the best you can do? Let this be your final We are still standing. Such the limit of my power.
Just me, or is this really not working?
I fear he may be toying with us.
We hate it. It must be so frustrating. But don't give up hope. You've gone to all this trouble. We pick you. I thought you were supposed to be powerful.
I'm impressed. They cannot possibly match your strength.
use of our strength.
It's already bleeding.
A quick fight! You have our thanks.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Not good enough.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
I'm going to actually.
You! Generous! They won't forget us. Enough of this! We've got this!
On my count!
I am ready.
We are also ready!
1, 2...
3!
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No!
No!
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased. We are not! You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry. I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah. Free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
Okay. Yeah, let's finish up this night with talking to Eddie and doing a hangout, and then we'll finish up the stream.
It would almost be worth getting mixed up with Mephisto again just to relive that moment.
Parker, don't joke about that. Word from a friend of me? Stay away from that guy. He's bad news.
Come on, Eddie. What could Mullet Fisto possibly want with me?
I don't know. But I hope you never find out. I feel a hunger coming on, and not the usual kind. Getting the urge to do some real journalism. No, I was busy cleaning Hemalus gunk from between my teeth.
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
That's just it. No one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
What do you remember?
Only bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there or what I'm doing. But the place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Her arms twisted at odd angles. Her face obscured by a shadow. In the background, I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Then nothing. I've had that one on loop for days.
are repressing memories because you fear them. You should face that fear head on.
I'm no stranger to doing bad things. But what could be so bad that the symbiote won't remember? Anyway, thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
I read all the Dracula novels I could find as a child. Wait, were those history books?
Does Dracula still smell like a sweat-soaked rat corpse showered in perfume? I mean, that's how Storm described him.
I almost gave Eddie a hug, but I didn't want to annoy the symbiote. It's kind of like seeing your ex dating someone you've known for years.
I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. If you're wondering, that does not apply to Dracula.
Anyone who has a thing for vampires hasn't actually met one.
Collapsing entire buildings seems to be a running theme with you. A joke. I am not bitter. Not much.
Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him.
Blade, why are you always sitting on someone's lap?
Dracula, I hope you gave him my regards. That is what I call blades sharp as silver steak.
If the three of you hadn't destroyed those hemolisks, the entire borough could have been lost by sunrise.
Did you see Dracula take off in a cloud of bats? And people say I'm batty. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. We couldn't get a rewrite on this line?
I've cracked a few eggs in my day, but nothing like that. Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
The Prince of Darkness will never share his throne. He made promises to Sin, of what I do not know, gained her trust and her Hydra loyalists, but it won't be long before he disposes of her.
Yeah, I can't imagine Dracula sharing his throne. And Sin would never provide troops without a promise of greater power. One of them would have to go. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemolisk hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
We took a pawn out of my mother's grasp.
And it seems like it worked out. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
Where is His is in there. Storm is outside.
Next time we're in New York, we should grab a slice. Battles always work up my appetite.
Dracula can only run for so long. We'll get him. Next time.
I just want to scan the grounds real quick. Where's Robbie? He's like just disappeared.
Hi, kiddo.
Well
Yeah,
met,
he's
Hunter.
just gone. So I think
There's my hunter.
Next time, just the two of us should team up. I don't think we need the others.
drink and playing video games.
I'm feeling wiped out today. Could use a shot of Tony Stark Drive energy drink.
Did you have a rough night's sleep?
Yeah, I could feel the symbiote rolling around all night and it kept me up. What about you?
My mother sometimes communes with me while I sleep.
So, like a nightmare?
I am not sure.
It's hard to get a good night's sleep with everything that's happening. But I've had worse nights. The symbiote doesn't sleep, so part of me is always active.
What does the symbiote do while you sleep?
It watches hours and hours of cable news.
That sounds educational.
No, these programs are about human politics. Nothing educational about them. Do you have another? I don't want to. It's good to take a break from knocking heads. Wish I could enjoy a sugar rush, but the symbiote metabolizes it all too quickly. My symbiote's giant tongue lets us taste more flavors. Not in a creepy way.
And then boom, he shows up right there. Where did you go?
Hey, the mission's not over until we all breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, what's the next mission?
I don't know who likes this. Pick up in here? No. You have really nothing new to say, right?
What's shaking? Anything else on your mind?
Okay, no.
Thanks, Carol.
Okay, so we will end the stream here for tonight. I will be back tomorrow, and we will pick up from there with more of the vampire story and more of the main story, hopefully. Well, I say hopefully, but that's pretty much what we have left. Alright, so I would like to thank everyone who tuned in to watch. I really appreciate it, and I will be back tomorrow, and I hope you will join me. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.